Alright, here we are with the EVELO Omni wheel. Now I showed you this last week, but I did get it up and running that same evening. Although because I put it on kind of a not so modern bike, there was a couple issues I dealt with. So anyhow, this is the EVELO all-in-one Omni wheel, electric wheel. And it converts your bike to electric. And let's check out some of the details. So it goes on your front wheel. And I tried to put it on my another bike like this, but the fork spacing wasn't quite wide enough. So I got it on this, and this is an old school bike, and I'll show you a little bit why it was a little bit of extra trouble there. So up front here, the yellow part is the switch, with a little light. Now it does come with a little elbow to allow you to fill the tire up if you're not using like a regular air compressor. On this side is the torque arm. Now what this uses is a wireless control system. So it's got the control here. It has its own battery. Now that actually hooks with a wire to our sensor at the pedals. Now because this is kind of an old school bike, it's designed for a European style bottom bracket. So normally the sensor would come on the side that I'm on, but because of that lock ring, so I was able to get it in on the other side. It's really not supposed to be there, but it's actually got a sensor that can tell when it's rotating and a magnetic wheel. And I did put it on the drive side, which is not your normal way to go, but I snuck it in there. You can kind of see the magnet right there. Now that does hook with a wire to the display, but that talks to the wheel wirelessly. There's no wires on the wheel. And there's also a couple other connectors for brake safety cutout switches, and I'm not using those on this. So now they gave me a adapter, so I'm going to put it on my beach cruiser, which has more or less a one-piece crank, American style they call it. So I'll put that sensor and the Omni wheel on that, and we'll see how that goes on that bike. So they do come in 700C and 26-inch. This is the 26-inch version. On my old school Diamondback. Fairly clean and easy to put on there. They do have a deal that explains more about it and talks about which bikes it's supposed to fit on. Probably this isn't one of the bikes it's supposed to fit on, but that's the way it works for me sometimes. I just kind of bucking the norm. I don't know why. Okay, well let's cut this off and then we'll take a little ride, and I'll show you how it works and how the controls work. Alright, the Omni wheel from EVELO.